Welcome everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a guide on Destiny 2 and more particularly the 21st hours of the game. What should you focus on? Which class should you pick? And what are the main concerns for someone who is starting actually? We'll do a quick recap of the abilities that you should focus on, but specifically for the Hunter class. I think we can extrapolate the Hunter abilities more or less to those of the Titan and the Warlock, but it will give you a general feeling of how things go, and the most important thing, how can we enjoy this game and what content is available for those free-to-play players out there, like campaigns, like the Lost Sectors and some public events. I just want to say, enjoy the game, enjoy the storyline, and let's go! When you first start the game, you'll notice that you can create a new Guardian. First of all, there's the Titan. Titan, they're disciplined and proud. Titans are like your general tanking class type ability with, they can deal massive damage. Second are the Hunters, agile and daring, and they're focused mainly on mobility and stealth. And the third class is the Warlock. Warlocks weaponize the mysteries of the universe to sustain themselves and devastate their foes. They're like wizards that focus on great movement speed, self-healing, and they can also heal friends. So as a general advice, I would say pick whatever you want, what you like. Do not look at the current meta. So in this guide, we'll further look at choosing the abilities of the Hunter class. First of all, you have the Arcstrider, you have the Nightstalker, and then there's also the Machine Gunner. Each class consists of 4 abilities. That is, first of all, the dodging ability, as you can see here. Then, secondly, there's also the super, which differentiates if you choose for the Void, for the Solar, or for the Archetype. Then there's the simple ability of jumping. Do you want a high jump? Do you want a triple jump? Do you want to be able to choose the direction in which you jump? And then the fourth ability, these are the grenades. So for Hunter, for Titan, for Warlock, it's all the same, but of course, with different effects, with different outcomes. And then you can choose between the Way of the Warrior, the Way of the Wind, and the Way of the Current. And the way these 4 effects depend on one another and interact with one another will define how you play. So you can choose your play style. For example, for the Arcstrider, dodging recharges your melee ability, but if you kill someone with your melee ability, it recharges your dodging ability. So it means you can simply keep dodging and melee attacking all the time. Typically for the Arcstrider is that you prefer close quarter combat, quick dodging, quick attacking. Also the supercharge ability is with an arc staff, which means that you get to have close contact. As for the Gunslinger, this is your typical DPS build. Its super is using a gun which shoots flaming arrows, flaming bullets, flaming daggers to deal as much damage as possible. Also, you can see that the layout is slightly different because that's since Season 17, Season of the Haunted, Solar 3.0 has been released. And it means that some abilities have been improved. You get to choose between different dodging abilities, extra grenades, some different aspects to tweak and further fine-tune your Gunslinger Hunter. Of course, there's plenty of guides that you consult on YouTube or on Google, but for the first 24 hours I would just recommend that you do the tutorial in the Cosmodrome and learn the basics of the game. There's a lot to be discovered in Destiny 2, but First, check out the skills and experiment with several setups. What do you like? Do you like the Void Nightstalker, meaning that you go, you prefer stealthily moving around the battleground, that you enjoy quick movement speeds, great height and jumps. Most of the time, this is the subclass that you start off with. The other subclasses, like the Arc subclass and the Solar subclass, they become available once you've done the quests. Try out the combination on random mobs to learn the supercharge ability, the grenades, melee and dodging abilities, and how to chain these. Do some quests and especially enjoy the storyline. The Cosmodrome storyline is a good one to start off with, and further combine the campaign and storylines with bounties for extra XP and rewards. However, there is no need in rushing it. Now on to the stats. You'll notice that there's 6 different statistics. The first one being mobility, increases your movement speed. Resilience increases the amount of damage that you can take. Recovery is the speed at which you regain your health. Discipline reduces the cooldown of grenades. Then there's also intellect. Intellect decreases the cooldown of your super ability, allowing you to use it more often. And strength decreases the cooldown of your melee ability, allowing it to use it more often. So ideally you would want to invest in discipline, in strength and in melee, but mainly in mobility and of course resilience maybe, but also recovery, because the higher the stats, the better your survivability chances. Now that you've looked into the statistics and into the various skills, you see on the left hand side that you can use 3 types of weapons, which we'll further look into after some gameplay in which I want to show you the different combinations that the Arcstrider Hunter can do on the battlefield. So in this piece of gameplay, I wanted to explain the different abilities of the Arcstrider Hunter. On the bottom left, you have the Arc Staff. So that's the super ability, which is now on cooldown because I just used it. There's the grenade ability, then in the middle, the melee ability, and then the dodging ability. You've also seen that I use 3 different kinds of weapons. The one I'm using here is the heavy machine gun, that's the power weapon, using the purple type of ammo. So it's not infinite. You run out of ammunition, like you can see, and this type of purple ammunition can be found on the battleground. Then there's also the green ammunition, which is used for the shotgun. This is not a power weapon, but a heavy weapon, which is placed in one of the 2 slots, namely the energy weapon slot or the kinetic energy weapon slot. And then the weapon I'm using right here is a hand cannon, and it has an infinity symbol next to it, which means I have an infinite amount of ammo. While doing dungeons, or Vanguard in this case, make sure to pick everything that is laying on the ground, like you see here. Also, this is a great example of dodging, using the melee ability, dodging again, using the melee ability again. But then you see that I miss some mobs to kill, so I cannot recharge my dodging ability anymore. And then of course, you die.
Nice work, Guardian. As always.
So that was the Vanguard dungeon. Everything I have showed you up until now has been free to play. I haven't paid a penny for this. So in free to play terms, this is a really great game. I just wanted to briefly touch on the different kinds of weapons. So this is the kinetic weapon, the hand cannon I showed you. This is the energy weapon, the shotgun I played with special ammo. And yeah, you can see different kinds of guns, you can see the power level that goes with this, and thirdly the power weapons, so the heavy machine gun I used with heavy machine gun ammunition. As you can see, I have a power level of 1505. Each weapon you carry has a power level, and each type of gear that you see also has a power level. But that will be for a different guide that I want to showcase. As for the remainder of this guide, I would like to introduce you to the Bungie reward page. Do not forget to check it out. By doing missions, by doing bounties and obtaining goals and levels, you can get various rewards, like this powerful engram, for example. You can trade it at the Cryptarch, at the tower, for some powerful legendary gear, and it's for free, so you just have to play the game to obtain these rewards. If you feel like you want to see more, if you feel like you want to see another guide, like I said, I'll explain the power levels in a different guide. Please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and we'll see each other in the next one. Bye bye!